The TARDIS doors burst open as Carrie enters, Travis slumped unconscious over her shoulders, the Doctor close behind her, the both of you tracking the dust and dirt of Mondas Moon into the console room. You were almost home when he passed out, but now you've brought him into the safety of the TARDIS. What do you do?
Carrie, get him. There's a couch over here. Just lay him flat on the couch. I'll run some scans. There's something going on with him, but I don't know what it is.
Okay, Doctor, sounds good. You know, he's a lot heavier than he looks.
All right.
Well, now you've said that. Now I have to make you do a roll. I have to make you do a roll because you said it. Give me strength and athletics, please, Carrie.
Strength and athletics. I'm at 13.
13. Yeah, I'd say you're able to carry him over to the couch without any severe difficulty. Doctor, are you going over to the console, or what are you doing?
Well, first of all, maybe don't tell him that thing about him being heavier than he looks. I think he might have a complex about it. You know, it's kind of rude. So just like make sure. Hopefully, he doesn't hear you while he's knocked out. I'm running over to where Travis is. And I'm going to scan him with the sonic, and then I'm going to kind of like do like a little like cool move with my sonic towards the console of the TARDIS. So like whatever I scan will pop up on the screen there, on that like computer monitor.
Carrie, you what are you doing with Travis right now?
I think even though I have only a 1 on medicine, I'm gonna check out that he's generally all right. Because I do care for this guy on a human level at the very minimum. So I kind of just want to make sure he's okay, because nobody passed out is ever okay. Let's be honest.
Okay.
Here.
As you are we to assume that you're gonna go for your fanny pack?
Let's see. I'm looking in the fanny. Yeah, I've got a shuffle first aid kit. Why not? That's helpful. I was looking through this. I'm going like, no, none of this stuff works. She's not gonna try to shove a battery in him.
Yeah, that would be bad. You are looking through your fanny pack for something appropriate to use on Travis in his current unconscious state, and you are absolutely distracted. When you look up again, the Doctor is gone.
Oh, that's cool. She just left me here.
Meanwhile, I'm running around a clockwork castle looking for a shroud.
Travis, you are in an endless white void, sitting at a small round table across from someone who looks rather a lot like you. The other Travis smiles and says,
I imagine you have a lot of questions, but talking to yourself's gotta be weird. Hang on.
The form of the other Travis twists in a swirl of pixelated cubes, spinning like a whirlpool before settling on another human form. Your mother, who says, no, this doesn't feel right. She hasn't really been part of all of this. Let's try something else. She melts into pixels again, twisting into a new shape.
No, I think this one is too recent. Hang on. Oh, I know exactly who I should be.
Carrie melts into a pixelated vortex before again coalescing into a human form. A male wearing white shoes, white trousers, and a white polo neck, a lime green jacket, and sporting a very familiar face.
Here we go. Hello, Travis. How are things?
Wow. As if I didn't have enough on my plate right now.
Too much? Not enough? I could be...
No, it's fine. It's just, it's good to see this face again.
Oh, thank you. That's so kind. It's nice to see you, but, I mean... Well, it's your mind, so... Yeah, I do it all the time. Anywho, it sounded like you had a series of questions. Yeah?
I mean, yeah, I mean, just, I'm gonna get right to the point. Who are you?
Oh, Well, I'm you, Travis. You're literally talking to yourself right now. No?
Yeah, but I don't know what you're gonna say, so clearly you're a separate consciousness, so that makes you your own person.
Well, that's weird. I was just over here being your subconscious, but now I've got to think about my own independent mortality. No, I'm not going to do that. I'm here representing a sort of internal conflict with the code, if I'm honest. It sounds like some errors have come into the process, and you may need a little bit of an explainer. I'm here to help, what's that term? What's that incredibly present computer term? Oh, yes. I'm a disk defrag. Yes. I'm here to sort out some of the errant bits and bytes. Travis. Well, in Travis. Look at that.
Okay. I guess that's the beginning of an answer.
Finding yourself's very difficult, I understand.
Why does my mind need a disk defrag? I mean, I'm still human, aren't I?
Yes, but we're digital now. You've had this explained, like, twice.
Yeah, but this is outside of the realm of human understanding, so you gotta meet me in the middle. I mean, okay, so when I went to the other world, the parallel world, I inherited some of the upgrades, for lack of a better term, that the wire gave me, right?
Yes.
And so now...
Go on.
And so now, my brain, if it were a computer, I got upgraded. And I was never given an instruction manual, so this is... I don't quite understand what it is I'm capable of, and where you come into play, and why I would need a disk defrag situation. Am I fragmented?
Not exactly, but, well, you only have half the story, Travis. Here, it'd be easier if I show you.
The unRoman, let's call him Norman, grabs Travis's shoulder.
Carrie, you have just rummaged through your fanny pack, through your bum bag, as we call them in England, looking for something vaguely medical that you can use to help the unconscious Travis with. And you have just found the doctor is no longer with you. You are currently in the TARDIS. It's humming. The door is closed behind you. And it's just you and Travis laying unconscious on the couch. What do you do?
So, am I able to find anything in my bum bag? Because the first thing that comes to mind is, like, Star Wars Band-Aids. And I feel like I would just place one on Travis.
You reach in and pull out your travel first aid kit. It's a little teeny tiny little pack. It's got Band-Aids. Yeah. It has, there's some ointment on there, I guess.
Perfect. Alcohol wipes.
Your little travel first aid kit.
Yeah! Yay! Okay, so definitely alcohol wipe, antiseptic, and then Band-Aid, because that's definitely order of things. I heard there was a Gunther in here.
There is a cat.
Do I have to worry about Gunther?
No, Gunther's fine. Gunther's friendly. Gunther's chill.
Your cat's also here, too.
Mr. Mises is here! I got very excited about my
they're friends in the corner.
Yay! Yeah. So I know cats can kind of sense when things are a little different, and I would definitely, as an animal lover, recognize that in Mr. Mises. So are they, in looking around everything, since this is the first time that Carrie is inside the TARDIS alone, does she notice that something's off about the cats, like they're noticing Travis in a weird way, or is there something that is alerting them, or does everything seem kind of like all is well inside the TARDIS right now.
Gunther's pretty chill. Like the TARDIS being in any state of disarray that is not smoke and explosions is probably Gunther's probably fine with it. I would say that Mr. Mises is probably like walking towards you like very slowly and carefully, but with that look of concern that cats sometimes get. And then Mr. Mises is very suddenly jolted by something unexpected and runs to hide under a chair. Because now standing in the console room is a hologram. It is a man with a beard, grey hair, little round spectacles perched on the end of his nose, a black polo neck, trousers, shoes, and a pink jacket with a cat brooch on the lapel. And this holographic figure, kind of blue and staticky, kind of like hologram communications in Star Wars, which I guess scratches your nerd itch a little bit. And this hologram is looking at no one and nothing in particular and says,
"Alert! Alert! Emergency Program R has been activated. Please, hold on to something while the TARDIS seeks out the nearest me."
That is the weirdest security system I have ever seen.
The hologram disappears as the time rotor in the center of the console begins to go up and down. You can hear the engine wheezing and groaning as the TARDIS is now in flight.
Dude, this is definitely panic-inducing for Carrie since she's never witnessed anything like this before. And that's such a weird security system alert to have. It started her bit. So she's holding on to Travis and whatever he's laying on for dear life. Probably screaming at Mr. Mises because, I actually don't know much about TARDIS travel. Is it very, assaulting for people inside of it, or is it more of like a smooth travel space?
It depends on what the narrative needs in the moment. Sometimes
Cool.
TARDIS travel is very, very smooth, and sometimes it's a little bumpy. I'm gonna roll some dice. Let's find out.
Please do. It will.
Oh, it's bumpy. This is a bumpy
okay.
ride, and I'm gonna have you do a roll.
Cool.
To make sure. I'm gonna have you do athletics and coordination to make sure that you don't fall down and bruise yourself.
Carrie bruising herself?
Mm-hmm.
So 13.
Your foot buckles a little bit, but you're able to kind of maintain your composure. And then you hear the console in the center of the room make this final thunk as the time rotor stops moving, and it seems you may have landed somewhere. There's a moment where you're not quite sure what's going to happen next, and then there's a knock at the door.
Oh no, I'm not gonna answer that by myself. From her true crime knowledge, which she is a big fan of, she knows not to answer that alone. So, Carrie is definitely trying to shake Travis awake because she doesn't know how else to get him up right now. And I'm guessing it's a failure, right? Because he's having a long conversation.
Yeah, he's down and out. And you are now hearing the jingle jangle of a keyring on the other side of the door.
Oh, this is about to get real bad. I'm gonna hide? She doesn't have anything on her to No, she's got a knife. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say, no, Carrie would, no, I'm gonna say she's tentatively, like, hands in her bum bag on top of the knife, trying to semi-protect Travis, while the keys are jingling, because she's not confrontational, but she's gonna try to defend as much as she can.
All right. The door gently swings open, and stepping inside the TARDIS is a man who looks quite a lot like the person you saw in the hologram, only much, much younger. There's no grey in this man's hair or beard. It's just kind of sleek and black and very well coifed. The brooch on the pink jacket is an entirely different brooch, which is a thing I've just decided now in the moment. And the
true.
glasses are a lot trendier and a lot lot hipper and a lot cooler, but it's still kind of round because those are the photos we took. And in steps this person who says,
Doctor, I thought I told you at the meat market you have to get further away from me. What are you doing here? Doctor? What? Who the... Oh.
Okay. Hold on there. Benjamin Button, call young-looking person.
What?
The doctor's not here.
What do you mean? What?
Doctor's not here.
So you're not the doctor? No?
Like a doctor?
Well, no, Travis is on the couch, and I don't see... So you're not her. Okay, what?
Well, how do you know Travis? That's, you came in here, so I'm gonna ask the questions.
I guess technically I'm doing a home invasion on you, even though this was also my house one time. You know what? You're right, answering questions. Very good. Travis and I actually just met like a week ago. That's very weird. And, well, he was with the doctor, and Millie, I'm guessing the doctor put her back, which is very good. I really was very clear about that. We're on the run from the doctor and my people, so we split up. I also shot Maxwell, which I'm guessing was a really bad idea, now that I think about it. But,
hindsight's 2020.
Hindsight's 2018. Anyway, so you are new then, which means this is later. Oh, that's the jacket. Oh, this is very weird. Roman recognizing the jacket that Millie bought at the market and now Travis has. Anyway, this is very... Please tell me Gunther's still here.
Yes.
Oh,
And
heavens.
there's another.
Oh,
Gunther immediately recognizing the scent of Roman, which is another serial we'll be doing at some point in the future, runs over very excitedly to Roman, who Gunther has not seen in quite some time.
Oh, finally. Gunther, a friend. I haven't seen you in ages. How are you? Oh, you're so sweet. Oh, I could roll you over. Oh, you're such a pretty... And it's just like 5 minutes of Roman
I
reintroducing
love
himself.
Michael, there's not even a real cat here, and you cannot resist the urge to just play with this imaginary brain cat.
I love
That's
a cat.
so on brand for you, Michael.
It's exactly correct.
By the way,
I once spent an entire party making very good friends with a cat. Let me pick him up and everything.
can I just say for the past 5 minutes, I've just been like smiling ear to ear and like covering my mouth because like I'm just squeeing at all that's happening.
Yes! I'm glad it's working your way, Dad.
Feeling good.
Yeah. This is great for Carrie and Kate because neither of those people, the real person or the fictional person, knows who this person
I know!
is.
That's why it's so
This
good!
is 100%
Ideally, it's good for the
true.
audience.
But Carrie does recognize the fact that Gunther seems to trust this person, and, she's always going to trust a cat before she trusts a human. So, I would expect she picks up Mr. Mises as a little bit of a protection shield. She doesn't use this often, but she does occasionally launch Mr. Mises at people. Like Siamese style, because if you guys don't know much about Siameses, but
I really hope that Carrie did not say, I intend to use this animal as an offensive weapon when you went to, the adoption agency.
No. I think it's something they discovered together, as in they have, some sort of weird, some sort of deep soul connection, soul cats. Mr. Mises is Carrie's soul cat, and so I think in a way it's sort of like, what's that pull that Loki and Thor do in...
Get help.
Get help.
Get help.
Get help.
Yeah.
Right, so it's their version of get help.
Get me help.
Yeah, get me out.
Get scratched.
Get
Here.
yelp.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
That's
Get
it.
Yelp. There we go. That's
That's
it. We landed in the end. We got there.
We got it.
So you're...
Yes.
Yeah,
she's
go
coming
for it.
over to Roman with Mr. Mises in hand, and comments to him, "Oh, you know Gunther, and Gunther knows you. You guys seem to have history."
Oh, yes, we're old friends from before the doctor's change. What a sweet little muffin. You're so cute. Oh, you're so cute. I
Oh.
could roll you over.
The doctor's change?
Oh, yes, she used to be a different guy. It's not important. We do that. Has she not given you the rundown on our species?
Oh, you guys are a species?
Muffin.
Well, yeah,
Hmm?
it's a long story, but essentially I'm here because of a weird internet date that went wrong.
Oh, that'll happen. Yeah, that checks out. Was it,
I'm sorry. If your internet date ends with you getting to ride at the TARDIS, that did not go wrong. I'm just going to
Well,
throw that out there.
that's why she said it with a question mark at the end, because it's not really wrong, but in the dating scheme of
Yeah.
things, it's pretty, you know. I
think
don't
this-
know if that.
This is
and-
going to give Roman a hard chuckle, because this is what dating with the doctor is like. A date with the doctor, let me guess. Robots with lasers. How'd I do?
yeah, but
Oh,
you
yes.
were spot on, but it wasn't with the doctor. It was with Travis.
You dated Travis? Is he old
Well-
enough?
What? Whoa! I have so many questions. A, what? B, yes, he's old enough. He seems older than 18. And C, it was only half of a date. We didn't even really get. Anyways, I saved his life. He's here. You're here. Why?
Well, I was really rather hoping you could tell me that, but I'm guessing some point later I set up something where if the doctor's missing, you come back to get me? That's a terrible... Why would I do that? That's stupid. Although I guess if I do it in the future, I've already done it. Oh, I hate time travel. I mean, I love it, and it's really fun. And information paradoxes are my favorites, so... Okay, I've fully resolved this. Yeah, I don't know. What?
Oh.
I think I'm here to pet a cat right now. But also meet you, which is good. We should probably get Travis some help. He's looking a little peaky.
Yeah, I've tried shaking him. I slapped some Neosporin and a Band-Aid on him, and nothing seems to be working right now.
He's a little sweaty. I'd say right now there's a little bit of like sweat beading on his forehead.
I was really worried you were going to say you'd slapped him, and then I thought, well, if she'd already slapped him, we'd know if it worked or not, and now I'm contemplating slapping him. No.
No,
Oh, well.
I don't think he likes that. It doesn't seem like pain is something Travis is into.
Oh, extremely no. He's a little baby boy. We love him. Let me... Hang on. I'm just going to have a little looky-loo in here. And Roman reaches out a hand and does like a, non-copyright infringing hand position on Travis's forehead to, and I'm going to use my psychic abilities to see if I can see what's going on in Travis's noodle.
Yeah, give me a roll.
I'm gonna jump
Give
in.
me-
I'm gonna jump in.
Yeah.
I think Travis's body may react by itself as a defensive mechanism.
You think so?
Is
In
Travis
what
going to
sense?
slap me?
No, I think maybe like Roman goes to put out his hand and just Travis's eyes still closed, like his hand like catches Roman's
That's a
hand.
good. Oh, I actually don't
Ooh.
hate that. Like Norman knows that this is a conversation that
Yeah.
he and Travis need to be having right now.
Yeah.
Okay.
But
yeah.
I will gladly roll against, like, if I fail.
Yeah, let's do that. Roman, give me presence, and oh gosh, what is this going to be? This is almost certainly going to be. Give me presence and resolve against Travis. Okay, and you get +2 for psychic, I believe. You might want to look up how that psychic trait works because I don't think we've used it in this way before. Travis, you're going to straight up go for strength and fighting.
Well, I'm gonna lose this roll, but it'll be fun to do anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, so psychic doesn't really apply here because it's against mental attacks and it allows me to attempt to read minds. So, but the nice thing is my presence and resolve adds up to 10, which really balances out that 3 I rolled for 13.
I got a 12.
Right.
It was razor thin.
Capaldi versus
I'm gonna
Whitaker. We'd love to see it.
I'm gonna say that's a yes, but I'm gonna say that Roman, you go to do the Volvo mind melt to Travis, and he just reaches out and just like gently slaps you on the face, like very gently, not in a way that would is a physical deterrent, but it's as if to say, you have a choice to make here.
Yowza.
What's it gonna be, cowboy?
Ow. What the hell? Alright, okay, I'm not gonna try that again. I think he needs to relax in his own time. That's my educated medical opinion from getting hit in the face. We should see if the... Oh, I don't want to take you out there, but we should see if the Nebulaxians have a medical kit.
Who? We're going outside? Oh.
Yeah.
Well, I've never left the TARDIS by myself.
You won't be. I'm here. Hello.
Well,
Gunther's
I don't know
staying.
you very well. Well, can Gunther come with us?
That's a terrible idea.
Can I make a pitch?
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the TARDIS data core is going to have pictures of Roman/Romana and various doctors that you could, like, throw up as a...
Ooh,
as proof.
that's a good one. Hang on. I think Roman's thinking it's gonna be... he needs to tell Carrie sort of the whole deal. Okay. So I think Roman is he's gonna put Gunther down very carefully, dust off his pink coat, and sort of straighten up for a proper introduction, and reach out a hand and say, "I'm Roman of Rottwalunda. Roman for short, much easier. Friend of the doctor's, we used to date. You can trust me."
Okay. I do, for now. What? We're gonna help Travis, right?
Absolutely. And then ideally
Okay.
we'll find the doctor.
Okay, well, I'll follow you for now, but no funny business, okay? I've got things in this bum bag of mine.
Well, all right. I can't promise I won't be funny, but I'm very terrible at business, so that'll be fine. You know, I'm realizing right now me being a man is really throwing off the whole girl vibe trust thing. Hold on. And Roman's going to walk over to the console and pull up the TARDIS data core. Here you go. Here's a little history on me, because this is kind of recent. You know how, like, your iPhoto makes vacation albums out of your snaps?
Yes!
I picture, like, Roman clicks, like, the Doctor and Roman, and so just, like, a bunch of photos from the Key to Time of the first Romana, who's, like, Kate, so you know, like, this black-haired woman, very kind of aquiline, English features, white, puffy coat, with sort of a...
Oh, that coat.
Oh, it's a great coat, right? And then that over time shifts to a blonde-haired woman in a pink coat, kind of similar to the one Roman is in now, running away from some strange-looking pepper pot things. You don't really understand what the heck's going on there. And then, you know, some cool snaps of this version of Roman, then called Romana, and someone who you can maybe guess used to be, or like was the Doctor from his scarf. But who knows? And then maybe we see just a few snippets of Romanas that we haven't met before, in big collars and in like a strange alien court, and you know, general Time Lordy stuff. If you Google Gallifrey or Time Lord, you'll get a general idea. Just and then finally, I guess it settles on this Roman, our Roman, and then it starts to continue, and I would guess maybe shows a picture or two of old Roman, which may really mess up Roman. I don't know if I need to spend a story point for that or not, but it's an idea.
No, I'm happy to let that play out. That's fantastic. I'll let you decide how you want to react to that. This older version of you. And I'm also going to say there are probably some photos of this version of Roman with a man in that kind of shimmery leather jacket with a stick.
Oh, yes.
There are going to be some in there, some photos of that person in there as well, before you see pictures of the older version of Roman, the one that you recognize now as being the hologram that engaged this the program that brought you here in the first place.
Well, that proves that theory. Hold on, let me... Well, that proves that theory, I suppose. Alright, so... There's something you have to do here with this me. Oh, this plan is getting worse all the time. Alright, let's focus on Travis right now. When we go outside, don't tell anybody you're a human. Come on. And Roman is going to just walk out the doors of the TARDIS.
And Carrie
what do you
will
do?
follow. She's following suit while she's yelling at him. Why not human?
The white space fills with darkness, like stage lights being shut off. And then suddenly, Travis, you are somewhere else. You're in the library in Sheffield, New Jersey. And you know without knowing, that it is October 1998. It's dark outside. The sun's already set, so the only light is the dim, low lighting of the library after hours as one of its staff finishes putting away a trolley full of books. And it's you, Travis. You stand watching yourself, another copy of yourself, putting away books, just as you did on the night that you vanished. You watch, waiting for the light that seems to burn through the stacks, through the walls, through your eyelids as it took you away to that museum in the future. But it never comes. You just watch for a moment as your other self continues putting books away. Until something catches his eye. And you see his attention turn to the small computer lab in the corner of the library. And there's a green glow coming from the room, a flickering on one of the monitors. You watch as the other Travis walks into the computer lab towards a single computer displaying a mess of green and white pixels. And it's very disconcerting to see from the outside as the wire moves from that computer, from that screen, into that alternate Travis. And there's nothing you can do but watch. Somehow you know what the wire is doing. This Travis is being rewritten, rewired, and you can feel an itch at the base of your own skull as you watch this, as though perhaps you can feel it too. Norman explains.
This is the moment, Travis. The moment everything changes.
The library swirls and crashes in a tidal wave of cubes and pixels, and suddenly you're in the head office of Nest Online, where you and the Doctor had once foiled Jennifer and the Wire's goals of world domination. Except there is no Jennifer. There is only you and the alternate Travis and the Wire, and nobody to stop them. And the scene shifts again to the New York Stock Exchange, where the alternate Travis has made millions on the stock market thanks to the Wire's manipulations, to the roof of Nest Online's New York headquarters and the large satellite that broadcasts free Wi-Fi to the people of New York City, to a factory manufacturing devices that look quite a lot like Game Boys but with larger screens. Nest Online has gone global, bringing smartphones to the world almost a full decade earlier. Through the Wire, through Nest Online, through you, everything is being manipulated, even who dates who. And before the Western world realizes what happens, the Wire has taken over. The entire East Coast is a sea of wires and cables and junction boxes and machinery, and it spreads towards the West like kudzu. Conquest seems inevitable. But that is not the goal of the Wire. Working with the other Travis, she has been building a broadcast tower, a means to send herself home, to the planet she belongs to, so that she can seek revenge against those of her people who wronged her. You see the alternate Travis now, walking along the galley towards that giant satellite, the one you now realize is the one that you used to return back to Colony 47 what feels like a lifetime ago. And then, you arrive. You see it briefly as the alternate Travis flashes, and you remember walking towards that satellite as the Wire controls your body. Watching that, you are aware of the fact that is you. You are looking at you, your experiences with that satellite. But you are not the only passenger in that body, in your thoughts. Someone else is in there. Something besides you and the wire. And as you return to Colony 47, it travels with you, lying dormant in the back of your newly digitized mind, unable to take control, unable to express itself, unable to do anything until Gallifrey. Whatever this other entity is, it's set free when it is within reach of the TARDIS's telepathic field. And from there, once it's on Gallifrey, it's able to make the leap to the Matrix, a giant hard drive at the core of Gallifrey that stores every experience every Time Lord has ever had. You stand now at the gate to the Matrix as Rassilon attempts to free whatever it is that's captured in him. He succeeds, and a new form appears, like pixels, beside him. It's you. The other you. The alternate Travis, the one you've been watching this whole time. He came with you from the other reality. Norman turns to you and he says,
So it's not all your fault, but it's like a little bit your fault.
I mean, I didn't choose to go to that other dimension, but I mean, yeah, this is blaming the messenger to a degree I never even considered before.
You're right, I guess I've never been mad at a pipe before. I guess I won't do it. I could be mad at a wire, but that would be sort of recursive. Alright, okay.
Okay. So, what you're saying is Rassilon has the wire version of me in some capacity, correct?
Yes. They've teamed up, Travis. They're working together. Don't you remember now? Matchmaker. Who do you think was so proud of you for finally getting a date?
My mom? No.
I could switch back. Do you want me to switch back?
No.
Okay, all right.
There's enough weird stuff happening. I don't need anything else.
Yeah, that could be... Yeah, you don't need your mom inside your head. That's not going to help anybody. All right. So yeah. Go on.
So tell me, where do you come into play? Because again, I know you're part of me, but are you? What is your goal with me? Is it to work with me? Is it to I don't know. Is it to remerge the consciousnesses? I mean, that other universe is gone. I mean, we watched it. We watched it die around us, escaping from it. I mean, we can't send that Travis back to where he came from. I mean, what? Tell me your purpose.
My purpose was simply to make clear things you didn't understand. I'm just here to inform and educate, and show you the things you weren't allowed to see before. But now you understand, Travis. There is another you. Another us. You're the only person who can stop it.
I mean, I would ask you how, but I mean, presumably you only know as much as I know. But you know what the other Travis... this is... and... honestly... okay. I'm gonna make a pitch right now. Travis is kind of befuddled and we're in his mindscape. Are things gonna start, like, getting fuzzy or blurry or, like, the scenery kind of, like, shifting?
That's an interesting question. I had in my mind the scenery and as at the gate to the Matrix that had already started to kind of dissolve into kind of pixels and cubes and kind of float upwards like bubbles in soda, leaving you and Norman standing in that white space again. But if you are, let's do this. I'm going to have you do a roll. Go ahead and give me a... Let's call it presence and resolve. Just go ahead and roll those two bad boys together.
Okay. Wow. So I had a 6 going in, and I rolled an 11. So,
oh wow.
Yeah, there's 17.
You beauty.
17's good. Here's what I say. That you go to sit down. There was not a seat underneath you before you went to sit down, but you are definitely now sitting down on something.
Oh.
This chair kind of manifested itself underneath you as you went to sit.
It's like a chair out of your memory.
Yeah,
you've got a little more control. And in fact, I would say with that roll, if there is a specific thing that you want to recall and revisit to see, I would give you that as a gimme right now if you wanted to do it.
No, I didn't. Honestly, I wanted it to be almost a little more vague, like kind of like the quote-unquote walls around us sort of like flicker with just quick images of, you know, everything Travis has experienced, like you were changing channels on your TV very quickly.
I think the way I will manifest that, given that you're a little more composed than you thought, I'm going to say that you can kind of hear behind in the background. You can hear echoes of things that you've said and done and experienced. You can hear voices from the many adventures that you've had with Carrie and the Doctor, and Millie's in there, Roman is in there, the Master, Susan, all of the people, Russell Turner, all of the various voices, Fnarg, that you've encountered, just quietly in the background as the white void that you are in. You can see kind of faint wisps of memory off in the distance.
Yeah, I mean, he's running the full gamut of emotions, just like seeing and recalling all that. Wow. Yeah, look, I don't pretend to claim that I'm in control of my faculties right now, but do I have control in here? A little bit, at least? Like, this is a construct of my mind, and you're here to assist me? Are you my Clippy?
Oh no. I really wanted to be Al from Quantum Leap, but I'm your Clippy.
Oh no, I like you being Al too, but
I'm Clippy. Oh. That hurts a little. And I think the like lime green of Norman's jacket darkens just slightly. Like the white, like he has that sort of like, whatever glow was inside sort of fades like kind of sad, but then it, you know, sort of restores. He just has like an emotional moment. Travis, the good thing is, we have one thing that other Travis doesn't have. One thing he's no longer capable of even making.
what's that?
Friends.
You step out of the TARDIS to what appears to be like an alien city street. But this street has been kind of done up, kind of like for a festival or a carnival. Kind of like how sometimes Burbank will close off all the art festival that they do.
And the holiday festival.
Yeah. Except this is not a holiday festival at all. This appears to be an Earth festival. This is where the residents of Nebulax 9 celebrate their Earth festival, their concept of what Earth was like in the 1980s. There are a lot of bright colors. There's a lot of spandex-like material. There are, in fact, 2 or 3 aliens here or there who look like they may be made of spandex. Like, that's their skin. That's an aesthetic choice that they have somehow evolved or developed, possibly of their own free will. You don't know. There are lots of video screens showing a lot of broadcast television that appears to be from the 80s and the 90s. There's a lot of Friends, Wings. There are some Cher exercise tapes on loop. The Thriller video is playing, slightly garbled. There's a lot of 80s accoutrement. Probably the most advanced thing you see is a looping sequence from Back to the Future Part 2 of the skateboard chase sequence from the first act of that particular movie. But this
Hoverboard
this
in Part 2.
entire... There we go. Thank you. Yes.
I knew this place was going to kill Travis.
It is full on alien culture trying to do what they think 1980s Earth was like.
Got you. So any interpretation of the 1980s past the 1980s.
Yeah, it's full weapons grade wedding singer.
Yes.
Any
I
show
hear
with a
you.
time traveler going to the 80s. Yeah, there's like 4. Every 80s song is playing at once. Continuing a tradition of ours.
Yeah, you've emerged into the middle of this Earth festival, and Roman, what are you doing?
I think Roman is going to pull out his Sonic and do a scan for local medical kits, because this place has a relatively high enough tech level.
How do you want to do that? Do you want to spend a story point for the Sonic, or do you want to roll?
Can I just spend the point?
Yeah. There's a medical a medical center not far from here, like just around the corner. In fact, actually, it's a short walk from here.
Oh, perfection. Roman is going to turn to Carrie and make sure she's relatively close.
Oh, she is. She's hugging onto you like glue, and Mr. Huffle is in her right hand being squeezed.
Oh, very nice.
Very nice.
Hello. You're very close there. That's fine. Okay. We are going to go this way. And Roman gestures with the glowy tip of the sonic. We're going to go towards the medical center here and get some equipment to check in on Travis.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Cool. I'm fine.
Don't get lost. Don't let anybody steal you.
What?
Carrie, as you talk, as you say, okay, yeah, cool. You see this big shape, this huge shape, maybe about 8 or 9 foot tall. This kind of dome of a creature turn its entire form, and you realize as it's turning, it's got these very little kind of stumpy legs and these kind of flap arms on its side. As it kind of pivots around to you, and it says, "That sounded very authentic. Are you human?"
Oh, no.
Why
Roman's
would you
gonna
think that?
Roman's gonna
It
turn.
sounds like. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry. I think Roman's gonna turn and be like, "Oh, how extremely dare you! It's a common misconception, but we're nowhere near as gross as the strange ape people. Oh, you like the humans, right? Of course.
Oh, we're very pro-human here on Nebulax 9.
Well, I'm terrible.
Those poor people. Oh, that poor planet.
Yes, indeed, I agree. It was a dreadful shame what happened to Earth. We're, of course, Time Lords from the planet Gallifrey. We're here to just do a general inspection for the High Council. Yep.
I'm absolutely gonna make you do a roll. Presence and Convince, please.
Yes, I'm going to use Voice of Authority, which gives me a
Okay.
+2 on Presence and Convince.
Do
Funny. So yeah, 16. Oh, plus the
16.
plus the 2, so 18.
18. This large creature looks at you and he says, "Ooh. Okay. Well, that's actually kind of a shame. I've always wanted to meet an actual human, but obviously I guess that's never going to happen, considering the planet no longer exists. What a shame. Oh, well. Have fun."
Terrible, terrible shame. Yes, let's move. And I think Roman's going to pull Carrie along with him. And
I would definitely say she's frozen in like kind of shock, and like that
And
faint smile.
So yeah, Roman's going to pull Carrie along, kind of, in a friendly way, not in like a spooky way, and just sort of say to her casually, like, "Don't worry about it. They have a very wrong idea about humanity. They think you all exploded sort of around the mid-90s, early 2000s-ish. It's fine."
Oh, okay. Medical bag this way?
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah.
It's really very interesting. Humans used to primarily use analog television signals, but once they switched to digital, the signal stopped transmitting.
What's that
out
about
into the
digital?
stars.
What's that? What happened?
And I think this
What
is
are
gonna.
we talking about Earth?
Oh, I was actually imagining
Hello.
Roman's thing fading off. Never mind. Yes. Hello. I was just informing my friend here about the origin of the human fair, of course, the human Renaissance fair.
Yeah.
She was unaware of the signals you received years ago that taught you all about the great and wonderful human culture, the incredible expressive colors and shapes of their society, and of course their dreadful and mysterious end when the signals stopped coming. Yes, know all about it.
We often wonder what happened to Earth, and one day we're going to send a ship to check it out, see what we can find. Maybe there'll be rubble, maybe there'll be a giant space bat. I'm just thinking off the cuff here, I don't know what's out there. You both look very human.
It's a very common mistake. I'm a Time Lord from the planet Gallifrey. I'm actually a incredibly superior being to humans, but I don't rub it in.
Well, we're very pro-human here. What about you, the other one with the hair? What are you here for the festival? What's your favorite thing about humans?
Oh, me? I love the, and Carrie looks around very, very quickly and notices the hoverboard, from Back to the Future, and she recognizes that. She's like, oh, I love the hoverboards.
Yes.
That they used to ride around on.
Exquisite boards. Very hovering.
Hoverboards. Well,
She whispers to Roman
that-
at the side of her mouth. Is this, should we go? This is the second one that stopped us. I don't know.
this is, I mean, that's from a movie. That's a work of fiction. What are you talking? Who are you?
Oh, sorry. Like I said, we're Time Lords from the planet Gallifrey. It's her first time here learning about the humans.
Oh! So she. Okay, so let me explain. A movie is a sort of a work of fiction. It's kind of a hypothetical.
All right.
If you can picture that.
And Roman's going to hold out.
Very...
Can Roman, like, hold out a hand and be like, all right, let me stop you there. If anyone's going to do the mansplaining, it's me. Move along.
Give me definitely give me presence and convince on that one, because that's pretty great. I'm gonna give you a +2 for that regard. Actually, no, you got voice of authority. You don't need me to help you.
Yes, indeed.
Oh, we both have voice of authority, Roman.
Ooh. Well, yeah, you're an entertainment. You gotta be
Yeah. Yeah, PA life.
This has given me just enough time to do math, which comes out to 13 again. Funny enough.
That's a good number. Let me roll for this guy. What? Hang on a minute. What? Mansplaining? That doesn't sound very human.
Oh, it's an
I
extreme.
know you're not human, but still, we're supposed to be celebrating Earth culture right now.
I don't know how you could say it's not human. Man's right there in it.
Oh, you got me there.
Oh, stay groovy,
well,
man. Stay groovy. We're gonna go this way.
Absolutely. You enjoy your time at the fair, and I think we're both just gonna turn around and keep walking.
Yeah, she's. I'm gonna say Carrie shoots finger guns at him as she walks away.
Oh no.
Good greeting. Very human.
Yeah, he says, "That's it. Coffee's for closers. Bye." And then he leaves.
Always be coffeeing. Let's go.
You make it to the sci-fi alien urgent care, which is just basically like a small white room with a counter, and there is a tall, thin, tube-like alien. I'm kind of picturing the stick figure from A Bug's Life right now.
Yes. Oh my gosh, I love him.
And he looks at you and he says, "Can I help you?"
Yes. Would you happen to have a first aid kit back there?
Yes. It's kind of our thing.
Give it.
May we have it? Hey,
Oh.
Roman, may we have it? I'm so
Yeah,
sorry. Let me
sorry.
apologize for him.
I'm getting
May
my
we-
hang of the human languages, of course. Please give it.
Oh.
May we
Oh,
please
you're here for
have
the
it?
festival, I see.
Yes.
You're here for the... Oh, well, I...
A very merry Bon Jovi to you, sir.
and a Bon Jovi to you, so I see you've brushed up on your lingo. That's very vaporwave of you. I like it. Let me ask you a quick question. I'll tell you what, in the spirit of the fest... Oh, wait, is this for an urgent thing, or is this casual?
It's medium urgent. I'm wondering why this conversation
Medium?
at a first aid facility is taking so long when I need to get first aid for someone.
medium urgent is my favorite kind of urgent, because that's not very urgent at all, so I'm going to throw...
You don't need to know this information about us.
Well, then you've got time to answer a little human trivia. So I haven't had many visitors here. As you know, we're a very health-conscious species here, so we don't have a lot of need for... But anyway, I'm going to ask you a little trivia question about humans. The question, you're going to love this. What television series was the show Frasier a spin-off of? Go on.
Oh,
You got this.
That was the full question, was what television series was Frasier?
Frasier is a spin-off of which
Oh!
other Earth human television program?
Right. I am so sorry. Right. Roman.
You don't. All right. Was it? He's one of
Wait,
the
sorry.
EastEnders, right?
Can I clarify
No?
something? How many guesses do we get at this?
Oh, just the one.
He's not
Oh.
one of the EastEnders.
East
no,
End?
No.
No.
Roman, no. This is an American TV
No.
show. Frasier?
Oh,
Frasier? Do you
God,
know Frasier?
what is that?
Frasier.
I'm from
He-
another bloody planet. What is a TV? No, I know what a TV is, but I mean, come on. Is he one of the guys off Newsnight?
Funnily enough, it is a spin-off of Newsnight.
I knew it. Very good.
Very well done. Here is an all-purpose medical kit.
Oh, beautiful. I could kiss you
Roman,
on the
you-
mouth, but I know you wouldn't like it. Let's go.
Goodbye.
Farewell, you
incredibly
beautiful
lucky.
stickman.
That was
I
so lucky,
know.
Roman. How did you do that?
I absolutely just guessed, and I figured it wouldn't be Cheers. All right, let's go.
By the way, if you had had this conversation in front of the unconscious Travis, he would have woken up.
Oh, Cheers! Had I but known, we could have saved him with the pure nostalgia.
It's a hoverboard, not a roller skate. Wait, no.
I need 10 cc's Trivial Pursuit stat.
So you guys just heading straight back to the TARDIS?
Yes. Conversations, sorry, not Roman, Michael. Yes, conversations have not been going great for us, so I'm going to make a beeline back to the TARDIS.
Yeah. There is a parade on the way back, and all of your favorite copyrighted fictional characters are participating. I won't name any names, but they're all there. Also, Super Ted.
There's
For
a
those of you
giant,
who grew up watching British cartoons, Super Ted is there.
there's a giant foam Frasier. These people really like Frasier.
There's like 4 separate Kelsey Grammars there because of all the various shows that he's been
Oh,
I was
Dan
just
wants
about
to
to
go to
say.
this human Renaissance fair. Oh,
in. Yeah, the people of Nebulax 9 believe that Kelsey Grammer was one of the Earth's foremost minds.
and they were right.
He's listening.
I was just about to say, Kelsey Grammer is an incredibly talented man. I was going to say, this planet probably thinks he's a god.
Yeah, that's what I thought you were going to say too, actually.
Tell you what, he's had a beast of a career. All right, let's move on. Yeah, all
Just
these copyrighted
shenanigans.
characters are there, but that does mean the streets are... You know how Disneyland gets packed when there's a parade and it's
Oh,
difficult to
I
move
do.
on the sidewalks? That's the situation you are facing right now. What do you do?
I was going to say, I was like, I'm clumsy, so Carrie's about to go into some shenanigans.
Oh, no.
Because it's too close. Like, the possibility of getting lost is really high. The possibility of, like, falling down is really high. This is about
I've
to be
also the
Roman's
possibility of
nightmare.
getting lost is not actually that high because they never got lost because that's when things moved.
But bum.
Ah!
Ha! Comedy.
You burnt.
So you're gonna try to move through the crowds?
I will attempt to, yes. Most definitely.
Alright.
Because, like, we gotta get back to Travis. We've got something
Yeah.
to do. We've been really lucky so far.
Give me coordination and awareness. Let's do that. Both of you.
Okay.
Yeah, I was going to say, can I assist as well? I'll try and be like a guy.
Oh yeah, you're both doing this.
I rolled a total of 12.
14.
Okay. Roman, you're able to move through the crowd with ease. You are like a knife through butter, which I think is also a very good way of describing Roman as a character, actually.
Like a knife
Um,
through Maxia. Anyway.
That was really more of a laser gun, or a staser gun, if you will. And I won't. Carrie, you're a little less sure-footed. You're stepping on feet, and the big person who you encountered at the beginning, somehow you managed to step on his, like, he has 3 toes, and you step on 2 of them.
Got it.
And he goes,
Oh,
Oh, it's you!
I'm sorry. I'm just trying to follow my friend.
You know, I've met Time Lords before. You don't smell Time Lord. What are you?
No, I'm definitely a Time Lord. I'm just in training. Oh,
What,
crap.
which chapter of the academy are you training at?
You
What's
know,
wrong?
I think that's a very personal question that you're asking, and you don't need to know this from me.
Give me presence and convince on that one. Actually, I'm gonna make that ingenuity. No, the presence and convince is good. Give me presence and convince on that one.
And she has voice of authority.
Yeah.
14.
14's pretty good. He looks at you and he says, "Alright, that's a fair answer. But I guess... Alright, well... Don't let me hold you up. I'm watching the Frasier parade. Goodbye." And he turns around and he watches the Frasier parade. I've just decided it's all Frasiers. All Frasiers all the time.
It's Frasier's all the way down.
It's Frasier's all the way down. Yeah, you both make it back to the TARDIS with only that one small incident. And you, as you enter the TARDIS with the medical kit, you see Travis is actually already just starting to come around. You didn't even have to do anything. He's just starting to percolate back into consciousness. Travis, we return to the mindscape. You are sitting in the white void with Norman, who is now drinking a little cup of imaginary tea. How you feeling?
Okay, I still feel like I'm kind of playing catch up on things. You're a disc defragger, correct?
Yes, and sort of a manual and also clippy. I'm still dealing with that.
Okay. And you were able to, and I guess I was too, we were able to generate stuff in this space to a limited degree, correct?
Well, I'm here, so kinda.
Yeah. Here's what I'm thinking. Yes, it's very important what you said, obviously, is that the other Travis does not have friends, but I also think that other Travis may no longer have his sense of self. And I know who I am, and clearly you know things that I know, but I don't have control over. So here's what I'm thinking. If I'm a computer, I want to get a software upgrade.
Go on.
I'm going to speak in out of character right now. So basically what I'm thinking is I want the equivalent of Travis to gain some more or gain awareness of the tech stuff he's sort of been absent-mindedly been doing this season. And I he would say I want to go from Windows 95 to Windows 98, but I am willing to make a permanent story buy to increase my technology level from 5 to 6, bringing me up to starfaring 22nd century. It's 22nd to 30th century, but I will cap it at 22nd century Earth, faster than light travel, and transmats, just so he now has at his disposal the information packet that is standing in front of him.
That's awesome.
That's a really cool idea.
You
So
are
here's how I
cool.
want to interpret that. Let me actually bring up your character sheet for a minute. Setting aside for a minute your technology level,
Mhm.
your tech skill as well is at 3 right now. Is that right?
Yes, it is.
Okay. So here's what I propose based on what you've just said. I'm willing to give you you have the tech awareness, but you are aware of that, Dan. Travis is not. I'm willing to give Travis access to that knowledge, so that he's able to reach out and like properly sense technology.
Hang on.
No, sorry, go ahead.
Sorry, Travis got all Amandus in his mind. It
Yeah.
would make perfect sense
Yeah.
for Travis to go to 6.
Yeah.
That was basically
I
Oh,
didn't
absolutely
even
agree.
think of that.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there's a couple of other things I want to do. So we're going to increase your tech level to 6. I want to give you more conscious awareness so that you can actually try to reach out and search for technology instead of just have it happen at you.
But also
and-
having the understanding of our current technology. Like when he sees a smartphone or a computer, it's not like, oh, I don't know how to use this one.
Yeah.
Really juicing the wheeze here. No, juicing the stats.
Yeah. I absolutely love that. I think the way that I would want to interpret that, because we're going to be buffing Travis quite a bit here. I think what I would also want to do is knock up your knowledge and technology skills by 1 point each.
Okay.
So your knowledge would go up to 5, your tech would go up to 4, your tech level would go up to 6, and you would have more conscious awareness of your ability to use, was it technology sense? I forget the name of that trait.
Tech sensitive.
Tech sensitive. The way that I want to balance that so that Travis is not too OP at this state, I want to reduce your maximum story points.
That's exactly what I was offering.
Awesome. I want to knock you down from 12 to 10.
Perfect. Oh, honestly, I was willing to give more, but I shouldn't have said that.
Never
from
tell
12
Ben
to 2.
You know what? I'll throw in that bonus one that you gave me. So I'm spending 2 permanent and 1 temporary. How about that?
Your max story points is now going to go down to 10.
Perfect.
So you can never have more than 10 story points in the same way that the Doctor can never have more than 8.
Yep.
All right. That is done. It is law. Your knowledge has gone up to 5. Your tech has gone up to 4, and your tech level is now going up to 6.
Should we do a bit of a wordscape to describe this new?
Yeah. Let's hear Norman's reaction to the question that Travis just asked.
An upgrade, you say? Curious choice of words. And I think behind Norman, a square shape starts to emerge, and then that fills in with images from Mondas and the Cybermen and the Cyberkeeper from last serial and all that information that was loaded into Travis's mind as well. And what Norman / Clippy / Unroman is able to do is give Travis the context for all of that. Basically, it's like Travis now went to school in Mondas instead of Earth. So he has the native understanding of technology, maybe, 100, 200 years in the future?
You've gained this additional knowledge begins to seep into your awareness and your understanding, Travis, and as well as having all of the knowledge and know-how that you had from growing up in the 80s and 90s, you also have this additional layer of information and knowledge and data from Mondas being filtered into that as well. And you're becoming aware of the fact that any time before when you felt this kind of twinge towards towards technology in the past, you are now aware of the neurons in your brain that were making that possible, and you're able to kind of, you're in the same way that when you gain a bit of strength and you can flex a muscle, you can kind of flex those neurons in your own head, and you can kind of now within your mindscape, there's kind of the loose echo of the TARDIS console begins to kind of envelop you and Norman as you begin to kind of reach out and sense the presence of the TARDIS outside of your unconscious body. So the white space is kind of taking on a little bit of it's kind of like you're in a transparent glass TARDIS console room.
All right, yeah, Travis will go right up and has the upgrade happened yet, or is this are we doing it?
You get the ding, and there it is. You've
Okay.
got it. You've got it all of that knowledge and data and information, as well as the ability to flex that, technology sensitive.
Yeah, I think he
is now with you permanently.
Yeah, I think he looks at this Mindscape version of the TARDIS console, and for where it once just looked like levers and knobs, it's at least a base understanding. I'm not going to say Travis knows how to fly the TARDIS, but it's like, oh, this is the gravitational stabilizer, and this is the vortex dimension control and diameter reader. It's just like he has an understanding of the things that are in front of him to a degree he's never had before. And I think he turns around and Norman is there, sort of observing this.
Yes.
Well, first I have to say thank you. It's nice having a being in my head who's not trying to kill me or take over my body to take over the world. Is there anything I can do to thank you?
Live, Travis. Live beautifully.
I will.
And as he says that, Norman's physical presence begins to, from the feet up, begins to kind of dissolve into this kind of cascade of twinkling, spinning cubes. And you reckon you maybe have about 30 seconds left of time with Norman before he completely dissipates.
If you ever need me, just find me.
Oh, Travis, you never understood. I was always here for you. Also, remember me like this, not as Clippy.
And then he is gone.
Clippy,
And
Clippy,
I'm gonna
Clippy,
give-
Clippy. So that's a fade away.
I'm gonna give Travis one more thing. We're adding a new trait to your character sheet,
All right.
and it's called Indomitable.
That's the page I opened
This is
to.
a major good. Yes, the Indomitable trait gives the character a +4 bonus to any rolls to resist becoming possessed, hypnotized, physically controlled, or similar. So this basically means that Travis can't just be overtaken anymore in the way that we've done in a couple of stories now. So we're not gonna pull that story lever anymore. And any character or entity that tries to do so, have this big buff.
You now have
to protect
Norman
you against that kind of
antivirus.
thing.
Oh, I don't care that my audio spiked on that. It was worth it.
I did not intend to
Fine.
do that. I just didn't want Reverse Roman to be called Namor.
The glass TARDIS around you, Travis, starts to glow with a white light, and then you find yourself enveloped in this white light. And then you open your eyes, and you are inside the TARDIS proper, with its console and its espresso machine valves, and not one but two cats, just in time to hear the door open as Carrie and a shockingly young-looking Roman enter the TARDIS.
Oh, criminy. I could have just waited and made some tea?
Yay, Travis! And Carrie runs over and, forgetting that he's kind of like waking up, just kind of attack hugs him.
Oh, yes, also yay, Travis.
You could be a little bit more enthusiastic, Roman.
This is extreme enthusiasm for me. What are you talking about?
So, Travis sees them enter, and he sees that Roman is there, and you just see, like, slowly but surely, just this enormous smile come over his face, and he walks slowly towards Roman, and he goes, "I've got something for you," and he reaches into his jacket pocket, and just like the Western Union guy at the end of Back to the Future 2 pulls out and it goes, "A letter for you."
Oh.
It's somehow raining in the TARDIS, somehow.
So I hand him the letter, and I fish the key out of my pocket, and I hand that to Roman, and while he has one of each in each of his hands, I basically tackle him, but I give him a huge hug.
Oh. I never knew you liked me. Oh, dear. Oh. I guess we're friends now. This is nice.
Well, he obviously likes you. He left my hug for yours.
Well,
I'm sorry, it's... I mean, bring it in. I mean, I'm all for the hugs, it's just...
no.
I can't say any more because I know the rules, but it's good to see you, Roman.
If you both hug me, I will throw a cat at you.
And with that, I think Carrie and Travis share a look, and we make a Roman sandwich.
No.
Come on in, Mr. Mises. Come on in, Gunther.
This is
Come
so
on over, guys.
undignified. Oh, Lord. Oh,
Bring
no.
it in. Bring it in. You're gonna like it, Roman. You're gonna like it. Shh. It's okay.
This is This is inappropriate now.
Travis, you are now becoming aware of not just who is here, but who isn't here. You are now acutely aware of the fact that the Doctor is not present in the TARDIS.
Carrie, where's the Doctor?
I don't know. I felt like I blinked, and she was gone.
Alright, Travis is gonna go over to the console. And
Okay.
he's going to check the transmat logs that the TARDIS might have that I'm making up.
Cool. That's a great idea. It doesn't have transmat logs.
I'm assuming the TARDIS keeps track of just like everything that goes on
I would
inside.
say there's probably going to be some kind of internal sensor that you can use. If you want to try to operate the TARDIS, it's going to be ingenuity and technology, but it's sufficiently advanced technology compared to your level that you're going to take a -3 nerf to that roll. Woo.
Fair enough. All right, so I'm going in with a 5 then, so that's not too bad. 13.
I'm gonna call that a yes, but you're not able to get any specific readings. But Michael, how do you want to play this?
I think in the background, Roman has opened and is reading the letter, and at this moment just finished, and he looks up to Travis and goes, "Hold on. You can't go that way. I have to send you ahead. She'll meet up with you there."
Okay. You may have to pilot the TARDIS because, I mean, yeah. We're doctorless.
I don't mean the TARDIS, Travis. I need to send you into the Matrix.
Okay.
There's no other way to get this TARDIS back to Gallifrey. They've blocked the shield, and it seems I've come up with a rather ingenious plan. As it turns out, it takes 2 keys to access the Matrix now. We can do that. It also requires the President and the Keeper of the Matrix. And that's you. The other you. Isn't it?
From what I've recently discovered, yeah. But you know what? I've got you two.
You do. And you will. And Roman is going to move over to one of the, the psychic access part of the TARDIS and plug both of the Matrix keys, which are the 2086 AE keys and not the TARDIS keys.
Very nice.
That I seeded earlier. I'm going to plug those into the TARDIS and turn both like an action movie.
Wait. I stop you right before you do. And I go right over to Carrie and I say, "Look, I think things are going to get pretty dangerous right now. And I don't want to put you in a situation where you could get hurt. I mean, this is only your second trip through space and time, and the universe is terrifying, and I was given an opportunity to go home, and I think it's only fair that you get the same opportunity, because you're a human being, and that's the beauty of us. We have free will, and I don't want to see you get in over your head unless you are okay with it."
Well, I know you were passed out, but I just saw some really weird inflatable tube guys outside. And that's pretty deep for me. So, yes, I think this is better than running some chicken nuggets and dairy products to a robot that really could care less about me.
Oh, it's definitely better than ordinary life. The things the doctor and Roman have showed me have changed me in ways I can't even begin to understand, and I have been terrified and I have been so out of my depth, but it has been glorious and wonderful and terrible and heartbreaking all at the same time. But you should get that choice.
Yeah, I'm grateful to have it. And, like every good Jedi, it's not the absence of fear, but the ability to move through it. So, Mr. Mises and I are in, as long as we get transparency, because I don't really understand a lot of what's going on, and that's okay, and you don't have to fill me in on everything, but, I should know, important things. I'll just leave it at that.
Okay.
I don't even know what I'm really saying.
I mean,
all
the
right.
Cliff's Notes version, I think we have to kill a god president.
Yes, that'd be ideal. I'd love that. Let me give you the short version. My people, the Time Lords, are the masters of all time and space. Recently, they resurrected an ancient monster man as their god president. It's like making Genghis Khan president. It's a bad idea. Don't do it. He
he had too many wives.
Too much ego, really.
Yeah.
In this case. Maybe not enough wives. Maybe just get him some wives. I haven't thought about that.
Got it.
He
Got
he does also have a version of me from a parallel dimension that was taken over and influenced by an evil alien entity. But now this version of me, I have a better understanding of that knowledge, and
Yeah. So maybe Rassilon's got a boyfriend. I don't know. But you two have to go into the Matrix, which is the repository of all Time Lord knowledge and, frankly, all of our memories. It's a graveyard for ghosts, but the ghosts are alive and predict the future, and most of the time they get it wrong, which is weird, and we should probably stop doing it. It's going to be like a nightmare dreamscape made of everything you've ever seen and nothing you've ever believed.
So, Hollywood.
Oh, hey, you're prepared. This guy's
Oh.
fully prepared. We're ready to go.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, this sounds like just another day at work.
Classic. All right, well, I can tell the doctor picked well. Well then, I
She
suppose
sure
it's
did.
time to send you both along.
all right.
And Roman's going to turn the keys, and then I think in a clever piece of set reuse, that door from Trouble in TARDIS Town in the back of the console room will open again like an elevator, right? Like it's kind of my idea. And there's sort of a whooshing white space inside.
Love it.
Guess ladies first.
Why don't we do this together? On 3?
Yes.
One, 2, 3!
Picture in your mind's eye a white-hot sun beating down on yellowed sand. Picture the harsh light, the ripples of heat in the air, the lens flare. Imagine, if you can, the 1-2 punch of that light, those high temperatures, the finatial quality of it all. Picture the Doctor in the middle of it all. She was not here when I began speaking, but she has appeared now, suddenly, dust and sand blown up and out, creating great yellow clouds. She feels the heat even before she feels the ground beneath her feet. There is a familiarity to this oppressive weather. Surrounding her on 3 sides are walls, high and indomitable, made of a weathered ancient orange stone. From the base to about waist high, they are covered in thin, wiry vines that grow up and out of the ground, their twists and turns against the stone, punctuated with the shimmer of silver leaves that catch the sunlight just so. Ahead of the Doctor is a path. It splinters off in many directions. Picture it as she sees it. Picture the path ahead. Imagine the stone walls on either side, the yellow sand below, the vines, the leaves. And then picture what it might be like to rise above it all, to lift yourself up and away from where the Doctor currently stands, to be lifted up and out of this narrow passage. Picture rows and columns of orange stone, of passages and pathways, all ahead of the Doctor. Picture the gleaming light of a million silver leaves, all glistening with sunlight. Picture a labyrinth. Cast your mind's eye back down into the maze, to the Doctor again, standing at the mouth of it all. Picture the Doctor's face, as she says,
"Oh, if David Bowie's not in there, I'm gonna be right hacked off."
Maybe.
Oh, I do have my phone that works, right? He could also tell me to do a Google.
Space Google.
Yeah, I could.
Ideally, I can't be space Googled. But here, let me. You know what? This.
Yeah,
is...
otherwise it would be very easy for the Time Lords to find you if you were
Yeah.
space Googleable.
Yeah,
Really,
he had to turn off the Find My TARDIS app.
Oh,
Yeah.
criminy. It'll make sense now.
Yeah, this is Roman's been traveling around trying to elude the Time Lords, and always one step behind him. Turns out he's been checking into places on Foursquare the whole time. Just instinctively, he hasn't even been thinking about it. He's the mayor of this one Starbucks from 2011.
Is it Fourth Dimension
Disney
Square?
Oh, I'm the mayor of all the Tim Shortens, darling. All of them.
Dan, you definitely get a story point for that. I don't care.
Oh, thank you.
Give yourself a story point. And you know what? If you don't use it by the end of the session, because it's possible, you can carry that over to the next one.
Ooh.
I'm going to write that down right now. But if you do use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use it, we can cut that bit out. It's fine. Use